Oh, yeah.
Oh, mid-side, man. Mid-side got your mouth wide, man. We over here in like the heart of the city. They call it the money side right now. We here went through what they call not suppression, but what it is called when we lose money. No,
Recession or something.
recession. We went through a recession, but you know things up and coming, my man. Like it was like the south side, but I think we went to war with the south side, so it was like a civil war, don't say, so it separated and made the mid side. You know how this shit's supposed to go, it's just like war sometimes, but right now everything at peace, you know what I'm saying? Over here mostly GDs and BDs. They said with some bloods over here, I ain't seen none though. And we ain't seen none, you know what I'm saying? More ain't nothing but some disciples over this way. But you know, we got city, there ain't nothing but some love, but like a lot of city be banging, you know what I'm saying? We don't bang nothing but the dollar. We see a dollar, we gonna stomp it out. Columbus, man, Columbus is what it is, man. Small country town with some big ballers and players in it, man. That's all it is. Is the mid side the heart of the city, man? Mid side the heart of the city, man.
Mid side, find everybody.
Okay, no doubt, no doubt.
It's change from mid side to the money side.
To the money side, that's a little bit money side over here. Got everything from Q-tips to heroin over here.
Niggas ain't beefing over here, man. It's a whole family, man. Everybody over here eating, we looking out for each other.
Side like uptown, know what I'm saying? Like UPT, uptown, move out up there, like a lot of family oriented. We gonna go up there, but it's like real old. It's like when you go up there, you gonna be like, damn, this shit been here since the goddamn 1800s or something. Know what I'm saying? Ain't no new nothing. Know what I'm saying? Over here, it's like old rundown shit. You might buy you a house around here for about $10,000. You can buy you a house for $10,000. You see how we trapping it out? Know what I'm saying? Everybody trapping it out, getting money.
My world right here, man, our world right here, man, the C-Town shit, Columbus, GA, you feel what I'm saying, 100 in the building, probably heard me on the alley, War Cry Street Life, at GOD, it's me, 100 in the building, man, representing C-Town shit, you feel what I'm saying, you know I gotta plug my man in, you feel what I'm saying, Clevo.
Like Rick Clevo, you know what I'm talking about, you check me out on that bill. You know what I mean? Audio Mac, you know what I mean? Flight Rick Clevo, YouTube, you know what I mean? Flight Rick Clevo, everything will pop up. Fuck with me, check me out, man.
This the hood right here, you know what I'm saying? If any nigga in Columbus, they know about that area right here, you know what I'm saying? Winston Road, Cabin Avenue, Head Street, Fort Benning Road, Benning Drive, you feel what I'm saying? You might hear a lot of people repping that 1440, you feel what I'm saying? At that Baker Village. Yeah, this the hood. That my nigga.
Y'all know what the fuck going on Winston Road shit.
My nigga C.
Y'all know. Yeah, man. Yeah, we out here.
It's Sin City right here, man. Phenix City, Alabama, Sin City. Free J-Rock. But yeah, it's Sin City right here, man. That's where I was born at. You know what I'm saying? Seal Road. Project LP in the back. It's the south. South Phenix City, west Phenix City on the other side. Yeah. My stomping ground right here, man. Like I say, this Sin City, you feel what I'm saying? It's small, but, you know, it's Sin City, baby, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the relationships over there, they got right. Everybody like close, like family, you know what I'm saying? No beef. The beef probably was in the early 90s when you had to go across the bridge to go over there to the Civic Center and shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, how the city get the name of Sin City?
Shit, man, you had I went back and looked. There's a whole lot of gambling was going on, man. You feel what I'm saying? It's the real Las Vegas, you know. It was like, I guess it was like Las Vegas. You feel what I'm saying? Cause I guess they call that Sin City now, whatever. But yeah, it was a whole lot of shit, man. Number running, cone liquor, all type of shit. See, signs say sugar time. They was still over here fucking around in Sin City, man. You know, I already know, nigga. I'm plugging my niggas. My niggas fucking with some music. I believe in. I'm plugging. That who you hear on that Who You Be on that Renegade Muzik, Lil Brutal, Sin City issue.
You gotta know.
How you and Alley Boy link up?
Oh man, Alley, shout out to Storm and Double O Key. They had booked them at the 1244. I just started working at that time or whatever. So they booked me at the same time, you know. So we show up at the show, you know. Alley, them boys street. You feel what I'm saying? You know me, I got a bunch of street niggas with me. So the vibe when they came in and they seen the vibe, niggas fucking with them, these niggas street. You feel what I'm saying? They was already kind of like embracing then. You feel what I'm saying?
Dudes out of Columbus done went all the way around the world and did things. And I ain't gonna say just Columbus, I'm say out the South. Due to the point, Nicky Barnes, Fat Cat, all these people, you know what I'm saying, Wayne Perry, that y'all represent up in Harlem and New York, and even, you know what I'm saying, Larry Hoover. All these folks came from the South. Understand, they didn't come from Chicago. They didn't come from New York. They didn't come from California. You know what I'm saying? We went out there and put down. The reason why we was able to put down like we put down due to the point, y'all structure was way more relaxed than us. We had so much pressure applied to us that when we got a chance to see some money, get something, we got it at a major level. Everything we do gonna be B.I.G.
And it's for 8 months time, you already know. Out here in these streets for real. Fucking with Renegade, be at home.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, shit, let know what part of the city we at.
Shit, uptown on the block, 14 Ave 24, trapping.
Is there any money up this way, man? That's the crazy part, man.
It's plenty of it. It's plenty of it out here, man.
Where we at? We at East Highland?
Yeah, we in East Highland, man. The jungle, man.
The jungle, man.
You know, the heart of East Highland, man. You from them outskirts, I don't know what's going on with that, man.
Born and raised 24.
Same way a nigga in the street, nigga lose their life in the street, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you niggas gonna be the nigga goddamn sitting back telling the stories and shit. You don't wanna be a nigga a part of a story.
Exactly. For real. That's nothing but the truth. For real though, that ain't nothing but truth. That's why I tell niggas, you know, second hand got them motherfucking knowledge better than first hand knowledge. I ain't gotta go out there and get hit by that bus to know how I feel.
Right.
Shit, I can listen to the name, man. He can tell me, you know what I'm saying? That's why I be telling y'all niggas every day, why should you pay for what I already don't pay for? You know, I did 15 years in concrete jungle, not to be bragging or owning, but you know, I went through all that, for you won't have to go through that. And that's why I be telling young brother that I gotta tell you, you know, a lot of dudes be like, I'm a dope boy. You ain't no dope boy, you a business man. You just dealing in the wrong type of business.
I'm always trying to mentor our youth, because if we don't stand in the gap, then we're gonna possibly lose this younger generation that's so careless to the point where there's no respect out here. There's no more morals out here. You know, like it used to be a time when you come around grown folk, like, hey, Mr. So-and-so, or hey, Mrs. That, or whatever, you helping older people, but now they're robbing our older women, stealing from them. Our older men, they robbing and killing them. You know, the respect is gone because, as T.D. Jakes said it the best, old men, they're like compasses. You know, you should be able to direct the younger people. But the older men are trying to be like the younger men. And there's this competition. And now we're at odds. And people are greedy because, you know, they're taking jobs away. When it's hard to get educated and get jobs, you don't supposed to be doing that. When it's hard to get education and get a job, the people are going to turn against themselves. And sadly so, they're doing it in their own communities. And that's causing a lot of problems. You can't even be safe out here on your own block, which is the very place you should be able to be safe at. But again, Columbus is supposed to be a retirement community, but you got a lot of things that they're sweeping under the rug.
We was a close-knit community, a close-knit family, and we got to stick to that and get back to that, you know what I'm saying? And what's happening with the neighborhoods is not that the people that own the house, it's the renters that move in and out the neighborhood. Back in the day, I remember all these were owned by somebody. You know what I'm saying? So that same person stayed in that house for 20 years, 10 years with the same school generation. So they cared about the neighborhood. But now you got people, they move in and do whatever they do. They move somewhere else and they move somewhere else. But that has to do with the genocide of what they did with the projects. You know what I'm saying? They say they knocking down the project, but what they doing is relocating us, you know what I'm saying? And they forcing us to go into other communities.
They shifted us all the way to this area.
Exactly. And they seen that we were strong in them areas. That's why they broke it up. They put us in them projects, you know what I'm saying, as a project to control us. But when we took that and made it a safe haven, you know what I'm saying, in order, you know what I'm saying, the advance, they took it away from it, you know what I'm saying? Now I can tell everybody down, say, as you begin to build, man, business, man, you know what I'm saying? You cannot be a productive, you know what I'm saying, society, a productive community without having a business, man. Now, I understand they have stipulations about what business you can work, but it's not no business that you can't own. Look, whatever you do, make it count. I don't care what you do with it, make it count for son.
Might give you 3-4 jobs all of here.
Yeah, for real though, no doubt. Just make it count. It don't make no difference. Make it count. Whatever you do, make it count. That one thing about even when I went and did that time, you know what I'm saying, every day in there I built. So when I got out 15 years ahead of time, not behind time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I would tell you, they ain't never incarcerate my mind. They just incarcerate my body. That's why I tell them, never let nobody incarcerate your mind. And the worst incarceration being financially incarcerated, being broke.
You got to understand something. The odds are stacked against us.
No doubt, no doubt.
And we got to break that cycle and copy what they're doing. We got to stand in each other's corner.
Exactly one thing.
Stop backbiting each other and link up to the point where, again, and I will continue to reiterate this, I don't care if you're red, white, or black. The battle against us should be a greater cause enough for us to unite in such a way that we can reach down and pull each other out the mud. Because we're all brothers of the struggle, whether or not you admit it or not.
Exactly.
Whether or not you admit it, and because Columbus consolidated government, a lot of people don't know they used to sell slaves right down there, downtown at the courthouse.
Exactly.
They used to sell slaves down there.
Right.
In Columbus, Georgia. Columbus, Georgia, and Phenix City, Alabama is the last place the Civil War was fought.
Exactly.
Columbus was one of those, Georgia was one of the states that did not want slavery to leave. They wanted to keep it. So now, guess what? Columbus makes over $15 million a year off of inmate labor. The same inmates you work for free, when they get out, you won't even give them a job. But I was able to do the job for free when you had custody of me.
Exactly.
See, that's the cycles that we got to break.
Exactly.
That's why it's important for our young men to look at us and see, okay, I need to go get me a doodle and
doubt.
haul me some cars.
Exactly.
I don't need to go get no work and grind, because
doubt.
once you get that record, you become a slave of the system.
No doubt.
So we got to understand that knowledge. The Bible say my people perish because they have no knowledge.
Exactly.
That simply means when you can't see the vision that God has for you, you're going to fall for the trap that man sets for you. Believe
Exactly.
that now.
I really feel like the music industry really need this right here, because everything's down here real authentic. It's hard for us to even make it in the industry because we don't really adapt to certain situations, you know what I'm saying? We not subordinates, a lot of times, with a tight jean wearing and this, right? I ain't saying nothing against the tight jean, because I understand these young dudes do it, but at the same time, we coming on to our own flavor. I know I ain't got to have on 1,000 chain or anything like that, or gold in my mouth to represent. I represent the shine within. I carry this, like I said before we even got on this interview. I done been to the state penitentiaries, everyone they got. I done been to the federal penitentiary, a lot of them, but I weigh up on the scale. Georgia weigh up on the scale, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these states don't weigh up. They ain't who they say they is. They ain't doing what they say they do. And that's what I want to bring to a lot of times. A lot of stuff down here get translated over to Atlanta, but it get taken out of proportion. Not meaning that they able to do what we ain't able to do due to the point we not able to submit. Right now, we on the point like, man, we gonna do it our way or the highway. We gonna get some money regardless. So we ain't going to the industry to get some money. I'm using this as a platform to make a statement what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? What's really going on